Well, Professor, we've gone full circle and we're now at the Unit 8 reflection paper. As a first responder, there's a lot of things going on nowadays with social media and video recordings. And I think the use of social media really deters public safety responders from doing their best and being proactive because they know that every single step and process and decision is going to be nitpicked. It's going to be Monday morning quarterbacked. And if they are hesitant in the slightest, or they do something that isn't 100% in the protocols, even if it's best for the patient or best for the situation, that they're going to get just raked over the coals. And no matter how they try to defend themselves, it's just, well, we have this on film. Well, we have this on film. It's like, I understand that, but this is what was going through my head. This is the overall picture of the situation that you're not seeing on the film. And it's causing a lot of conflict. I do see some positives in having body cams and in people using video footage for good. I'll definitely get to that. But as far as like firefighters and EMTs and paramedics, for the most part, like being recorded or filmed is just it's not helpful to the patient. It brings in a lot of questionable concepts as far as patient confidentiality. As a first responder, I can't turn to somebody and say, "Hey, stop that! You can't post that because this person's privacy is in jeopardy." That just makes me look bad. A lot of times people would just say, "Sucks to be you. Deal with it." It's like, well, it's not about me. It's about them. But that's not how it gets portrayed. And using video nowadays to enrage citizens based on either racial or ethnic bias, you know, anything that you say or do that's said in even a joking manner that could come close to sounding racist or not ethnically appropriate, it just is going to make you look 100 times worse. And it doesn't matter if you're, oh, I say it with my friends, or I am half African American. It doesn't matter. How you look is all that matters. And the video is only going to show that moment, that instance, that exact quote, and that's not going to help your case. Now, using video to document decisions made by responders in an instant to inflame tension in the community, and this goes back to that first part. It's just anything you say or do, is going to make you look bad. You could be the most put together, the best provider, the best person, have great community contact and interactions, and the smallest thing, someone is going to take it the wrong way. There's always somebody to twist your words, twist your actions, the hand gesture, anything you can possibly think of, it's going to be brought negatively. There's so few times you see, oh, look at this positive video of this EMT, what they did. No, it's just the opposite. It's, oh, they told me that I wasn't good enough, or they said, I was stupid for calling, or any of a million things. That is just, it's making it worse. It's making people not want to do the job. It's making people not want to be involved in it. It's just not worth it. Not even getting to the financial aspect of it. Just, financial aspect as in money coming in. Because once you reach a point, sorry about that, once you reach a point where all of these tensions are inflamed, now you're looking at possible suspensions, firings, lawsuits. Now you're looking at money leaving. And that's even worse. You can't have that. Now, using video to audit police and ensure First Amendment freedom, I go back and forth on this. I think that the First Amendment auditors, for the most part, they're just looking for a fight. In most places, you don't have to go out and look for a fight with these First Amendment audits. To be honest, a lot of cops screw up. They do things that, that aren't with your First Amendment. And I mean, I work with officers. I've worked in dozens of towns and cities with them, and I know that they're there to help me and protect me, and I'm there to do the same, within the confines of the law. But I see too many times people like initiating arguments just to try to start a fight. Do I think police wearing body cams to audit how they act is good? I do. Um, in the same boat, does it make them not want to respond? Does it make them not want to react and be proactive on calls? Yes. They don't want anything they do shown as too aggressive, too much of a quote unquote like police state. So a lot of times, they're inactive because that's the safest way for them to not get in trouble. So, I think the body cams are good. I think First Amendment auditors themselves, they're bad. They're giving some good cops a bad rap. Are they getting some bad cops and being like, hey, like you're doing something messed up, you're doing something wrong? Yeah, but the percentages I think just aren't there to make trouble for people. Um, and now is using video of the internet to release personal information to include responders, family address, phone number, etc. Is that is that wrong? I do. I think that we're not allowed to give out people's information. I don't think our information should be able to give out. I don't want somebody showing up to my house. I have small children. I don't want them showing up saying like, "Oh, you did this or you said this," and starting a problem at my house. Frankly, unless you call 911, I don't go to your house. I don't go there to start issues. So I think just releasing any information online is just wrong. It's you can never recover for that at times. And kind of lastly, but not quite lastly, using video or internet to encourage crimes such as smash and grabs, swatting, looting, I think that's the way things progressed. All of those crimes used to be not always, but they would be organized in some place in some fashion. Now it's just easier. You log into a forum, you log into like a page, and you see a date, a time, an incident, what you're going to do. Hey, everybody, let's go loot at X date, at X time, at X place. Whereas before, it was definitely, you'd have to meet in person. You'd kind of have to plan it out a little better. Now it's just much easier for the masses to get together, to plan, almost to cause trouble, you know, with the internet. Um, and in these videos of these incidents occurring, a lot of times nothing happens. They can't identify 500 people that are all wearing black ski masks or something over their face. It's very challenging, um, and it's a lot of trouble. Now, how I view news and the social media, it's been slowly changing. I've really gotten away from watching the news. I think that it's all negative. It's negative, negative, negative. And I see enough of the negativity at work. I see enough of the negativity just everyday life dealing with, incidents that I don't need to watch the news to see, oh, look, there was a car accident here or a fire there or this person got shot. It's like, I know those incidents are occurring. And as almost a buffer of protection, I avoid watching the news. And social media, I'm slowly cutting it out as far as how wide of a net of things I see. I use social media a lot of times to stay in touch with friends and family. I don't view all of the pages and things that people share and post and try to make it political or like pass on information. There's too much false information. There's too much um, just things that aren't fully true, and people pushing their agenda, especially one-sided agendas, where if they showed you your side, their side, the whole picture, incidents surrounding it, you definitely might not agree with them, but the way they're presenting it, they're trying to make you agree. Um, I do want to say I appreciate, the time for this class. I actually did learn a lot. It was very interesting, as you can see by how quickly I've kind of gone through it. Some of the classes kind of drag. This wasn't one of them. I enjoyed the topics. I enjoyed your interaction. I appreciate the help you gave me, and I'm glad that I'm able to take something away from it. Thank you.